students, welcome back. I am teacher Mitali here and I hope you all are doing well. In today's session, we will learn about estimation in maths for class 4. First, let us understand what we mean by rounding up of numbers. To explain this, I will give you one simple example. Suppose I have ordered for a pizza on Zomato. The delivery boy delivers the pizza and gives me a bill of rupees 186. Now, when I pay him the bill, I do not pay rupees 186 but I pay rupees 200. Now children, what have I done here? I have rounded off this number into a more simpler number, that is 200. Now, by doing this, I have been able to pay the exact amount, that is 186, plus I have given the delivery boy some extra money. With this example, you must have understood what you mean by rounding up of numbers. Yes, rounding up of numbers means making the number simple yet keeping its value close to its original value or what it was. Okay, now I have rounded up 186 to its closest value 200. Is it clear? Now rounding off numbers can be done in three different ways. First, rounding to the nearest 10, rounding to the nearest 100 and rounding to the nearest 1000. We will see this one by one. First we will take up rounding to the nearest 10. Now, before we start, I would like to make two groups of digits. Group 1 contains 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And group 2 has 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now, remember some points here. When the digit is in group 1, you let it rest. Let it rest. Now remember this, okay? Now, when the digit is in group 2, you add 1 more. How much do you add? 1 more. Now, if you see, all the digits which belong to group 1 are less than 5 and the digits in group 2 are 5 or more than 5. So, remember one more point, 5 is the key number. 5 is a key number. Now, to explain rounding to the nearest 10, we will take one example. Say, you have to round number 47 to its nearest 10. Now you know that 47 lies in between 40 and 50. It lies somewhere between 40 and 50. Now whether 47 will be rounded up to 40, that is the previous 10, or 47 will be rounded up to 50, that is the next 10, will be decided by the following conditions. Now let us see what they are. To round up any number to its nearest tens, first underline the digit which is in the tens place. Underline the digit which is in the tens place. Now, whether the number is going to rest or add one more to the tens place will be decided by the next digit on the right, that is the digit which follows the tens place. Now which is the digit here? Is 7. Now children, check where this 7 belongs. Now if you see, this digit 7 belongs to the group 2. So when it belongs to group 2, what do? We add one more. And where do we add one more? We add to the tens place. So 4 plus 1 will become 5. And the remaining digits which follow the tens place will become 0. So 47 rounded up to the nearest 10 will be how much? 50. Understood? Now take the next example. Again you have to round up the number 33 to the nearest 10. Now again what will we do? First we will underline the digit in the tens place, correct? Now check the next digit to its right. Which is the digit after the tens place? It is 3. Now check where this digit belongs. Whether it belongs to group 1 or group 2. Where does it belong now? 3 belongs to group 1. So we will not increase the digit in the tens place. So this digit, that is the 3, will remain as it is, and the digit after tens place will change to 0. So the number 33 after rounding up to the nearest 10 will be 30. That means it will go to the previous 10. It won't be 40, it will become 30. Got it? Now I will demonstrate this example with the help of a story. Now imagine there is a number line starts at 60 and ends at 70, right? Now there is a garage at number 60 and the garage 2 is at number 70. Now let's begin. Tinku goes for a long drive in his car, and on the way when he reaches number 63, his car breaks down and stops. Now Tinku needs to take his car to the garage to repair it, right? So what did Tinku do? He came out of the car and he stood at number 63, searching for a garage. Now he looked this side and he looked the other side. He could see garage 1 and garage 2 at number 70. Now Tinku finds that the garage at number 60, that is the garage 1, is closest to his car, that is 63. So what does Tinku do? He pushes his car and gets it to number 60 and gets it repaired. Now what has happened here? We need to round up number 63 to the nearest 10. So first underline the digit in the tens place and look at the digit in the ones place, that is the digit after the tens place. Now this digit 3 lies in which group? It is in group 1. So we will not increase the digit in the tens place and allow it to rest. Hence 63 is rounded up to the previous 10, which is the closest here, and 63 will be rounded to 60, which is the closest, the previous 10. Have you understood? Now look at the next case. Tinku again is driving the car, and when he reaches number 67, his car again breaks down and stops. Now again Tinku needs to take his car to the garage to repair it. He again turns to this side and the other side. Now again Tinku finds there is a garage at number 1, garage number 1 at number 60 and garage number 2 at number 70. So now again Tinku finds that the garage at number 70 is the closest. So he pushes his car and gets it to garage number 70, which is the closest to number 67. So again here I will check the digit in the ones place and check in which group it is. Now this 7 belongs to which group? Group number 2. So what will happen? I will increase the tens place by 1 and it will be rounded to number 70, which is the closest. So 67 will be rounded to 70, which is the closest next 10. Now look at the third case. Tinku again has gone for a long drive. When he reaches number 65, his car breaks down and stops. Again Tinku waits and watches which side is the garage. He looks this side and he looks the other side. Now, if you see, both the garages are at the same distance. But what does Tinku do? Tinku, instead of moving backward, he pushes his car further to garage number 2. Right? So, here again, what we need to do? We had to round up number 65. So, check the digit in the ones place. It is 5. To which group it belongs? It belongs to the group 2. So, what will happen here? 65 again is rounded up to the next 10, that is 70. It will not round down, it will round up to the next 10, that is number 70. With this story, I hope rounding up to the nearest 10 is clear to you. Did you enjoy this, children? Now that you are clear how to round up to the nearest 10, we will move to the next step, rounding to the nearest 100. Children, the procedure here is the same. Again, you need to round the number 345 to its nearest 100 now. So, first underline the digit in the hundreds place, right? Now, next, what will you do? Check the digit which is just after the hundreds place or to its right. So, which is the digit here? 4. Now, check in which group this number 4 lies. This number 4 lies in group 1, right? So, we are allowing the digit to rest. Now, which digit will be resting here? The digit in the hundreds place will rest, and the other 2 remaining digits, that is the digits following hundreds place, they will change and become what? 0. What they will become? 0. So, 345 rounded to the nearest 10 hundreds will be 300. Right? Now, look at the next example. Again, you need to round up the number 272 to the nearest 100. So, which digit are you going to underline in which place? 2, which is in the hundreds place. Now, which digit is going to tell you whether it will increase or no? The hundreds place will increase or no? The digit in the tens place, which is the next digit. Now, this digit is number 7. So, where does it lie? It lies in group 2. So, we are going to add one more. Where are we going to add one more? In the hundreds place. So, 2 will become 3. And the other digits following the hundreds place will change to 0. So, 272 will be rounded up as 300. To understand this concept of rounding to the nearest 100, I will tell you one more story. Now, imagine Tina had gone for her walk. When she reached number 120, it suddenly started to rain. Now, Tina was looking out for some shade. Tina looked this side and then looked the other side. There were 2 umbrellas open, one on number 100 and the other was open on number 200. Now, Tina did not want to get wet in the rain. So, what did she do? She found that this umbrella at number 100 is the closest to her. So, she quickly ran this side and she stood under this umbrella number 100. Have you understood? Now, what has happened here? Again, children, we need to round up 120 to the nearest 100. So, which place are you going to underline? 1. This is in the hundreds place, right? Now, which digit are you going to check? You are going to check the digit in tens place, that is 2, right? Now, this 2 is in group 1. So, we will not increase the digit in the hundreds place, and Tina has rounded up the digit number 120 to the number 100. So, the number 120 will be rounded to the number 100 as its nearest 100. Now, look at the next example. Here, Tina again has gone for a morning walk. She reaches number 170. Again, when she reaches 170, it starts raining, right? It starts raining heavily, and Tina waits here at 170 and looks for some shade. She looks on the side and the other side. She finds an umbrella open at number 100 as well as on 200. Now, Tina finds this time 200 is closer to her, so she runs and stands under this umbrella number 200. So, in this case now again, we have to round up number 170 to its nearest 100. So, this is the hundreds place, tens place, ones place. Checking the digit in the tens place, we know that the digit is what? 7. Can you see here 7? Now, this 7 lies in group 2. So, what will happen? 170 will become 200. That is, the hundreds place will increase by 1 and the other digits will become 0. So, Tina has rounded up 170 to 200 as it is the nearest. So, 170 rounded up to the nearest 100 will become 200. Right? Now, look at the third case. Again, Tina was walking, and when she reached number 150, it started raining. Again, Tina looked this side and Tina turned the other side too. She found that there were umbrellas on both the sides. So, she did not move back. Instead, she moved further under the umbrella number 200 for her shade. Now, again, 150 has to be rounded off to the nearest hundreds. So, I will check the digit in the tens place. What is the digit here? 5. 5 belongs to group 2. So, what will we do? We will add more to this hundreds place. So, this will become 2 and the remaining digits will become 0. So, 150 rounded up to the nearest 100 will be 200 again. I hope you have very well understood this concept with the help of this story. The last part is rounding to the nearest 1000. Now, the rules are the same. If you want to round up this number 4233 to its nearest 1000, let us underline the digit in the thousands place. Which digit are you going to check? You are going to check the next digit after the thousands place, that is 2, which is in the hundreds place. Now, this digit 2 lies in which group? It lies in group number 1. So, we will allow the thousands digit to rest. So, this will remain 4 and the other digits following or which are after the thousands place will become 0. What will they become, children? 0. So, 4233 rounded up to the nearest 1000 is 4000. Right? Now, look at the next example. Here again, we need to round up 5822 to its nearest 1000. So, which digit are we going to underline? 5. And which digit is going to tell us whether the thousands place will increase or no? Yes, you are correct. The digit in the hundreds place, that is 8. Now, 8 belongs to group 2, right? So, since 8 is in group 2, 5 will become 6 or increase to 6 and the rest of the digits will turn into 0 or they will become 0. So, 5822 rounded up to its nearest 1000 will become how much, children? 6000. Have you understood? By now, I'm sure you have understood this concept of rounding up. To explain this concept, I will again tell you one more story. Now Raju was going to school, and when he reached on number 4200, it started to rain. So again, Raju looked to this side and he looked on the other side. He found that the umbrella on number 4000 was the closest to him. So he ran and stood under the umbrella which was on number 4000. Now again children, here we had to round up the number 4200, right? So which digit are you going to check? You will check the digit in the hundreds place. Now 2 belongs to group 1. So we will not increase the thousands digit and it will remain 4. And the other digits will become 0. So that is how 4200 rounded to the nearest thousand will be 4000, right? Now look at the other case. Again Raju was going to his school. When he reached number 4800, it started to rain. So what did Raju do again? He looked this side, he looked to the other side, and he found that the umbrella on number 5000 was the closest. So he stood under this umbrella on number 5000. Now again here I had to round up 4800 to the nearest thousand. So I will check the digit in the hundreds place. That belongs to group 2, right? So when it belongs to group 2, 4 will become 5 and the other digits will be 0. So 4800 rounded up to the nearest thousand will be 5000. And again Raju was going to school. When he reaches 4500, it starts raining. So what does Raju do? He sees an umbrella on 5000 and he quickly runs and waits under the umbrella. So again in 4500, which digit are you going to check, children? Now you must tell me. Come on. Yes, 5. That's right. Now this 5 is in group number 2. So 1 will be added to 4, it will become 5 and the rest of the digits will become 0. So 4500 rounded up to its nearest thousand will be 5000. I hope with this the concept of rounding up is clear to you.